From Jonesboro, Arkansas, August 18th, 2022, 10:56 a.m., 10:57 a.m. now. Mad Mary B.S. Barra is at it again. I did a video recently where I talked about how General Motors is going to try to force customers to pay for the 3-year OnStar program. $1,500. Whether they want it or not, doesn't matter. They're going to try to force them to buy them if they want a new car. You pay it up front, finance it, whatever. Now, look at this. Chevy Bolt owners must choose between rebates and battery defect lawsuits. Let's scroll on down. Chevy offered rebates to Bolt EV owners who bought their cars just before a 2023 model price drop. But that discount came with a large catch. According to Jalopnik and Autoblog, whatever this name is, they say the application requires that drivers forever waive and release the right to sue General Motors or LG over the Bolt's reported battery defect. And I know I talk strange. When I'm describing the Chevy Bolt, I have to be real careful because people think I'm saying B-O-A-T. Hey, I don't talk that great. It's just the way it is. You'd have to be content with the savings even if the car did serious damage. GM confirmed the agreement language with Engadget. So according to Engadget, GM has confirmed this. And then here it talks about how they've recalled it and, $1 billion for battery replacements, blah, 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 blah. Right here, as Jalopnik explained, this isn't the first time GM has used legal agreement to protect its reputation. Cadillac Lyriq buyers were offered a $5,500 discount. They agreed not to talk about problems with the electric SUV. And I have not heard this before. This is according to this one source. I have no idea if they're a trusted source or not. But according to this article, according to Jalopnik, excuse me, they say, okay, we're tired of you bashing our product. We'll give you a $5,500 discount if you promise not to talk bad about us. And look at this. This is just weird. Purchasers of high-end cars like Hummer EV void their warranties if they flip their vehicle within a year. However, the latest move could easily be most concerning. The rebate amounts to a legal settlement rather than a kind offer. Now, I want to talk about this Hummer thing, where if you buy a Hummer EV and you sell it within a year, you lose your warranty. They're not the only ones to do stuff like that. There was some car Ford released, I'm guessing 4 or 5 years ago, and they knew it was going to be worth a freaking fortune. I don't even know what it is, and I've read this story once. I think it may have looked like a race car, but somebody bought one, a celebrity. I don't know who it was. And the agreement was, if you buy one of these very limited cars and you sell it within, I think it was a year, it might have been 5 years. If you sell it within a certain time, then you have to give us X number of dollars, or it may have been where you had to give Ford the first right to refuse when you got ready to sell. I don't remember. But the guy bought it, sold it without Ford's permission, and then he wound up getting sued. And the reason they do that is kind of the same reason they don't allow you to scalp tickets. I mean, there's scalping companies that'll do it legally, but you're not really supposed to. But it's up to you whether or not the Hummer thing is legitimate or not. I wouldn't do it if I owned a company. I wouldn't. Before I did this, I would just auction them all off. Instead of just auction every one of them if you think they're worth that much money. Of course, that wouldn't be, people would balk, would talk about how horrible that was too. Man, the rest of this story is absolute bull. If this is true, and I think it probably is, it's absolute bull that GM would ask their customers to agree to never sue them, to release them forever and ever. But of course, you are being paid, and I agree it is a settlement, and nobody forces anybody into a settlement. You don't have to take the rebate, from what I understand. You can pay $6,300 more for the car if you want to and say, screw you, Mad Mary. I'm going to keep my right to sue your goofy butt if this burns my house down. You can do that. So I don't really see anything wrong with it except for the fact it's just weird, and If I were CEO, no, this would not be happening. I would not do this just because it sounds bad. It looks bad. Perception is reality. You have to worry about your image. You have to worry about your image when dealing with the public. But anyway, I wouldn't do it. I think it looks bad. Image is very important. Of course, General Motors has already blown that. I mean, their image sucks. What do you think? Would you, okay, if you can buy one, would you sign it? I would, because I want to save that $6,300. You better believe I'd sign it. You better believe I would. I'd want to save that money. But I can see others maybe not, or maybe just buy something else. But man, I'm telling you, the Chevy Bolt is the cheapest long range. I'll say long range, I mean, it goes about 260 miles or so. Electric vehicle you can buy. There's the Nissan Leaf that has about 160 miles range. It's cheapest vehicle. This is the cheapest car you can buy, especially if when you put a $6,000 discount with it. All right, that's about all. See ya.